Prime Minister Imran Khan was said that Pakistan was leading the world on climate action with the achievement of highest climate co-benefits during the fiscal year 2021 through a number of mega green initiatives on the ground. The World Bank data showed that a total of rupees 1.635 billion CCBs were achieved in Pakistan in fiscal year 21, which represented 44% of the total $3.696 billion IDA and IBRD financing approved for the country in fiscal year 21. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Climate Change, Malik Amin Aslam, on his Twitter handle said that climate vision of Pakistan under the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan was on concrete ground, which was acknowledged by the World Bank. Earlier, World Bank Country Director for Pakistan on his Twitter account acknowledged that Pakistan showed the way on climate action as the World Bank's new engagement in Pakistan during fiscal year 21 had the highest CCBs in the world in terms of absolute value and highest in South Asia as new commitments on climate action. He also posted that these CCBs referred to the share of World Bank's leading commitments that contributed to the climate action. Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah has demanded that the minister whose names have appeared in the infamous Pandora Papers for having offshore companies should step down from their positions. Talking to the media in Islamabad on Thursday, Murad Ali Shah said that Prime Minister Imran Khan should keep the same standards for himself as he had maintained for others in the past at the time of Panama leaks. Among several prominent Pakistanis, senior PTI leader Aleem Khan, Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen, Senator Faisal Wadhwa and PMLQ leader Munis Ilahi, who is also Federal Minister for Water Resources, have alleged links to offshore companies, as per the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists' findings. Without taking their names, the Sindh CM demanded a fair investigation against those who were mentioned in the report. Advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Abdul Razak Dawood, has appreciated the response received to the Pakistan Pavilion at the Expo 2020 Dubai. I would like to extend my warmest gratitude to our esteemed donors whose contributions have made it possible to show to the world what the real is all about, he said in his Twitter account. He said, let's connect again on October 9 and celebrate art, culture, diversity and food. Having received a tremendously encouraging response to our lunch for Pavilion at Expo 2020, I would like to thank all the visitors for coming to the Pakistan Pavilion and showing their interest in our culture and appreciating its richness and diversity, he said. US Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman is set to arrive in Islamabad today. Sherman, after CIA Chief Bill Burns, will be one of the first high-level officials under President Joe Biden to visit Pakistan. According to the US State Department, Sherman, who is currently in India, will meet senior officials in Islamabad today and tomorrow after her visit to New Delhi and Mumbai. Sherman is the most important person in the US State Department after Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Biden, who like his predecessors has called for strong relations with India, has yet to speak to Prime Minister Imran Khan, although Secretary of State Antony Blinken met his Pakistani counterpart on the sidelines of UN meetings earlier and thanked Islamabad for help in evacuating Americans from Afghanistan. Former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi alleged on Thursday that the amended National Accountability Ordinance has been designed to cover up the incumbent government's embezzlement. Addressing the media, Abbasi shared that NAB's powers have been reduced under the amended ordinance. He claimed that the anti-corruption watchdog can no longer raise questions on the appointment of corrupt people in institutions. The former Prime Minister claimed that amendment prevented NAB from investigating medicine and oil price hike scandals, import of the world's most expensive LNG and robberies of ministers. Terming the ordinance malicious and a black law, he alleged that amendment would cripple the Bureau from interrogating the billions embezzled in the wheat and sugar crisis. Neither it would be able to probe the decision made by the federal cabinet. Meanwhile, PMLN leader Ehsan Iqbal criticized the government for not consulting the opposition before announcing the NAO 2021. Around 20 people were killed and more than 300 injured when an earthquake of 5.9 magnitude hit Balochistan early Thursday morning. The epicenter of earthquake was near the remote mountainous district Harnai and it was 15 kilometers deep. A lack of paved road, electricity and mobile phone coverage hampered rescue efforts in the Harnai district, the worst affected area. Suhail Anwar Hashmi, a senior provincial government official in Harnai, told AFP that more than 200 people have been injured. There are reports that some 15 coal miners are trapped in a mine or the outskirts of the town due to the quake, he added. Nasir Nasser, the head of Balochistan's Provincial Disaster Management Authority, warned that the toll may rise. Latest gold rate in Pakistan today, 7th October 2021, is rupees 98,165 per 10 grams and rupees 1,15,600 per tola. Karachi is the largest hub for gold rate. Every city follows Karachi's Sarafa Bazaar Association for gold rate. The State Bank of Pakistan has introduced regulatory measures to enhance transparency in the foreign currency transaction by the exchange companies and to control undesirable outflow of foreign currency, a settlement issued by the central bank said. The regulatory measures included persons traveling to Afghanistan will be allowed to carry only $1,000 per person per visit, with a maximum annual limit limit of $6,000. The exchange companies will be required to conduct biometric verification for all the foreign currency sales transaction equivalent to $500 and above and outward remittances. This requirement will be applicable with effect from 20th October 2021. The exchange companies will sell all foreign currency in cash and make outward remittances equivalent to $10,000 and above against the receipt of funds through check or banking channels only. These regulatory measures will help improve the documentation of sales of foreign currency by the exchange companies and place a check on undesirable outflow of foreign currency. British pound rate in Pakistani rupee today on 7th October 2021 is rupees 234.60. This is the interbank closing exchange rate for the pounds to Pakistani rupee, which is provided by the State Bank of Pakistan every day. Joaquin Phoenix, an American actor, has responded to the speculation surrounding the Joker sequel. The actor told the playlist that he is open to the idea of a sequel to the 2019 Todd Phillips film in which he played the DC mega-villain. Reports of a Joker sequel have been circulating for quite some time. Following the film's massive success, which grossed over $1 billion, a magazine reported in November 2019 that a sequel was in works. Having that said, it is yet to be officially announced whether or not a sequel was in the works. A South Korean woman who received thousands of prank calls and text messages after her phone number was highlighted in a key plot point in Netflix hit show Squid Game may soon be relieved. The phone number appears on a cryptic invitation card given to potential players of the Squid Games. Netflix and local production company Siren Pictures said on Wednesday that they will edit sequences to remove it. The owner of the phone number, identified as Kim Gil-yong, a lady who operates a business in the southeastern county of Seongju, was interviewed by local television SBS last month. The woman displayed some of the messages she had received, including invites to participate in the Squid Games. On Wednesday, an international news organization called the phone number, which went unanswered. Last month, the woman told SBS that she could not alter her phone number because of client relationships, and she turned down a settlement offer of 1 million won. According to SBS, she had since been offered up to 5 million wons in compensation. On Wednesday, both Netflix and Siren Pictures declined to comment on any compensation offers. Southern Punjab defeated Northern by 4 wickets in the 20th match of the National T20 Cup 2021 at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Agha Salman was the player of the match as he was the highest scorer in the Southern Punjab. He scored 68 runs off 40 balls by smashing 4 boundaries and 5 sixes. Skipper Amir Yamin was the second highest scorer in Southern Punjab as he scored 41 runs off 21 balls by smashing 2 boundaries and 3 sixes. 4 Balochistan team players participating in the National T20 Cup 2021 have tested positive for COVID-19 and they have been placed in 10 days quarantine. The names of 4 players of Balochistan who were tested positive for COVID-19 were Akif Javed, PCB wrote in a statement. All other players of the National T20 Cup were asymptomatic and tested negative for COVID-19 and they will continue with their matches. Actress Faryal Mahmood, who recently confirmed rumors about her separation from husband Daniel Rahil, has drawn intense rage among netizens after her bold photoshoot went viral. A number of hateful and offensive comments flooded the comment section after Faryal Mahmood shared a snap from her photoshoot on social media. The cynics began schooling the actress over her choice of clothing and revealing body.
बोल ब्रीफ्स की वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए बोल ब्रीफ्स के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलें।